Top 6 Ghosts Caught on Camera. The Chair. A recent video posted on the Supernatural YouTube channel has been giving a lot of viewers chills. The person who shared it talked about a string of strange things happening around their home, objects moving on their own, unexplained noises, and perhaps most unsettling of all, their 3-year-old child chatting and playing with someone no one else could see. At first they thought it might just be inside the house, but then something happened that changed their mind. One night, they got a motion alert on their phone. Curious, they checked the footage, and what they saw made their heart skip a beat. Out on the patio, one of the chairs slowly began to tilt back, somehow balancing itself on just 2 legs. Then, without warning, the chair slid across the ground, like it was being pulled by invisible hands. No wind, no person nearby, just that eerie, empty patio. It might sound strange, but it was as if something out there wasn't too fond of that chair, or maybe just wanted to make its presence known. Whether it's a spirit, energy, or something we don't fully understand, one thing's clear. Whatever's going on at that house isn't just inside the walls anymore. The stall. This next clip is titled The Haunted Stall, and it comes from Nick Cimino, who runs a small shop, or stall, and regularly posts about his life on TikTok. In June, he shared a video that quickly grabbed people's attention. It was filmed during a quiet moment when his stall was closed, no customers in sight. Nick had been noticing strange things happening around the place for a while, odd sounds, weird vibes, and finally decided to document it for his followers. Turns out, he caught more than he expected.
Okay. It
literally just stopped. It literally just stopped. Okay, can't show the code. Can't show the code. Something literally flew off the wall. Bro. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. I don't even know where to go. Okay. Holy, look at this.
Throughout the video, loud banging noises can be heard coming from somewhere nearby, but no matter where Nick looks, he cannot find the source. He says that the shop that was next to his is now gone and is completely abandoned. He says that usually when he hears these noises, they come from either the attic or from within the walls themselves, which is quite freaky.
In the video, you can hear the unease in Nick's voice as he explains what's been going on. As he walks around the space, sudden loud bangs echo from nearby. He looks around, clearly rattled, but there's no sign of where the sounds are coming from. He points out that the store next to his, once full of life, is now completely abandoned, and that only adds to the creepy atmosphere. According to Nick, the noises seem to come from the attic, or maybe from inside the walls. Either way, it's unsettling. The video is recent, and so far, no one's been able to explain what's really going on. Whatever it is, people are hoping it's nothing too sinister. But in a quiet stall with empty walls and no one else around, it's hard to shake the feeling that something might be watching. Love haunted history and stories like this? Tap subscribe, there's more coming. It Watched. A group of paranormal investigators made their way into an old, overgrown cemetery late at night. The fog was thick, hugging the ground, and their flashlights barely cut through the darkness. As they wandered deeper into the older part of the graveyard, the air seemed to shift, growing still, almost heavy. Time-worn headstones leaned at strange angles, some half swallowed by ivy and soil. Everything felt off. One of the investigators, camera in hand, suddenly froze. Just beyond a cluster of leaning graves, something moved in the shadows.
Ay, mira lo que dice ahí, un 13. Un 13, Carlos. ¿Tú te atreves a entrar para allá? Yo no me atrevo a entrar para allá, ¿no? Entra tú, Carlos, ven. Yo te agarro la cámara. ¿Tú entras? Yo voy a entrar yo. Espérate. Pero pégate. Pégate más, Carlos, porque... No, que yo así no voy a tener... Tú estás loco. Pégate, pero ponte ahí. Deje miedo.
At first, it was barely noticeable, just a flicker of motion, like someone quickly ducking behind a headstone. They turned their lights toward it, and that's when they saw it. A dark figure slowly emerged, its head peeking out from behind a large, crumbling stone. Its form was hard to make out, swallowed in shadow, but where its eyes should have been, something glinted back. Not quite eyes, but something was watching. Not alone. TikTok user Unicorn recently shared a video that seriously gave me chills. One night, after hearing something strange coming from her daughter's room, she grabbed her phone, just in case, and started recording as she made her way down the hallway. She wasn't expecting to catch much, but something definitely made its presence known. As she got closer to the door, things took a creepy turn. Right in front of her, the beaded curtain hanging in the doorway suddenly parted, split right down the middle, like an invisible hand had reached out and pushed it aside. That was enough for her. No second guesses, no slow walk toward the sound. She turned and ran straight out of the house. Honestly, that's exactly the kind of decision you don't see often in horror stories. But this mom, she knew better. And yeah, she'd totally survive a horror movie. The Drift. A group of friends was hanging out near an old, abandoned building, casually filming and joking around. It was just one of those random moments, nothing planned, nothing serious. But what they ended up catching on camera still has them shaken. At first, everything looked normal. The building was run down, crumbling, exactly what you'd expect from a place no one's lived in for years. But then someone looked up and spotted something strange on the roof. At first glance, it seemed harmless, just a plastic bag stuck on a wire, maybe. No big deal, but the longer they stared, the stranger it got. The object, or whatever it was, started floating in this eerie, intentional way. It wasn't drifting in the wind, it was moving, almost like it knew they were watching. Someone shouted up at it, half laughing, but then it moved, jerked violently, and vanished. Just like that. Gone. No flutter, no fall, just gone. If it really was just trash, how do you explain that? The group is convinced it wasn't anything natural, and honestly, after seeing the clip, it's hard to disagree. Whatever that was, ghost, spirit, or something else, it definitely didn't belong up there. The shape. After a party wrapped up, one of the guests decided to check the outdoor security footage, just out of curiosity. Nothing suspicious had happened, but they figured it might be fun to skim through the night's recordings. At first, it was exactly what you'd expect. The entrance gate sat quietly under the dim glow of the security lights. Empty. Still. Completely ordinary. And then, just for a blink, a shape appeared, pale, white, almost ghost-like. It floated in midair, in a spot where no one had been. And just as fast as it showed up, it was gone. They replayed the clip, slowed it down, enhanced the footage, and what they saw made their stomach drop. The shape looked disturbingly human, not walking, not falling, just hanging there, suspended, like it wasn't bound by gravity or reason. It was only visible for a fraction of a second, but that image, it stuck with everyone who saw it. What had been a night of laughter and celebration suddenly felt colder, darker. Was it a camera glitch, a play of light, or something far more unsettling? No one knows for sure, but that single frame was enough to turn a fun memory into a lingering mystery, and the kind of story that stays with you long after the lights go out. Still here? Then you're ready for what's next.